Nah, I got a Madden game. What up?
Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. The first carry now, Brashard Smith. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He finds Johnston. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. From the red zone on 1st. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it sets up 2nd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. 2nd and 10. Herbert trying again. This is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
Both is perfect. Play.
So I pay.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, alert 30. What's that?
Mayfield comes out throwing. Hits his running back. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows hundredfold with your teammates.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
On third down, Herbert. He's throwing deep to the left side. Another drop. The last 2 plays, both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape. this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's 4th down. Herbert to throw once more. Headed out right. Big shot here, corner of the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead, just a turnover on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Flushed out of the pocket. Connects with his back. Jaleel McLaughlin. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for Ravens 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Working inside the red zone. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Going left side, Williams with it. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker. Yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
Set. 180.
Quarterback run here. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Start.
McLaughlin. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens trim the lead to 1. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Set.
From the pistol, Smith. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Forced out to his right. Herbert lost the football. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Near disaster a moment ago, but this drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. They'll throw 3rd and long. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. He's got it inside the 25. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders break the tie here in the 1st. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a running check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. 1st down from the 42. From the gun, Mayfield. Got in right side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over it.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, alert! 20! Hey, alert, alert! What's up?
On the handoff, this is McLaughlin. And a big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings them to 1st and goal. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe. And he gets it on a sneak. Touchdown! The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Baker Mayfield the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Cap.
Herbert from the gun. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's going deep this time. A little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender. He knocked it away, and that sets up 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this This is another one too close to that defender, Brock. Knocked away again, and this time it forces fourth down.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And he gets it away from his end zone. He takes this in on his side of midfield. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38.
Hurry! 180! What's up?
They run. It's Miller. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
On the move, headed right. And here he goes. He doesn't slide down any pace for it. Shot sends him to the ground. On the give, it's Miller. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
180! What's up?
Third down. Here's Mayfield. He's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. He's got the squiver. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's the one back on the handoff. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. This connects with Higgins. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Herbert on first. Taking a chance to the end zone. This is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returnable from the 1. They crush it right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
180. What's up?
Mayfield with a blitz coming. They set up the screen. It's Williams. This one gets to the 22. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Now hit, Mayfield loses the ball. Oh, they got it back. It gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the Commanders make the recovery.
Knock me a bitch out here tonight, man.
Stop on 3rd down
Fuck
just
wrong
wasn't
with
good
these
enough for
people
this
out
crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally. In an impressive and dominant play
I see you,
that sets
Chop.
their offense up for success.
A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Smith. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line
call it
stand.
what you want,
They hit him
man.
for a loss on 1st and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Ravens 5-yard line.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Caps.
Back to Smith. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Stuffed once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Motion the tight end over. 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and goal.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. For an easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. And Bass's kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Kudos to that defense, seriously, Kate. Coming in that situation where your offense just fumbles the ball away, there's no sulking, there's no pouting. It's time to step up and do your job. And they did just that.
Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Regular. What's that?
Mayfield now. Blitz coming. Wow, nearly a pick on that check down.
Hey, fuck you, video
Couldn't
game.
hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Throwing again is Baker. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Hand off here for Miller. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd
and long. They're going to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
180.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
First down, Jam. At their own 24-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Wow.
Throwing on first is Herbert. He put everything he's got behind it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Back to the air, Herbert. He finds Johnston. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
What happened?
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10, Herbert. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch.
Wow.
And now
Hey, man, can I broadcast in peace, bro?
Now Herbert again. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Good one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Couldn't connect with Jaden Higgins. So that brings up 4th and long. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Fielded just shy of the end zone. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Baker now off to play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First down, here's Baker. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
What?
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line.
Hey, man, I'm getting out of this. Hey, I don't know what we got going on tonight. That's not what I'm getting.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Buying some time right. He tucks it and takes off. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Hey, that's crazy. That man said he got a lot of leverage on you.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Set. Counter. 5-9. Set.
Herbert now. He rolls to his right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Herbert now, blitz coming. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect. Brock gets third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
On third down, Herbert. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on fourth. He's back to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Mayfield now from the gun. Headed out right. He's running with it. Mayfield's able to get him the first down before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield dumps it off to his running back. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Offense to the line, second down.
Good. 180.
From the gun, a give to Miller. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Third down, here's Mayfield. And as he caught, he's got Brown. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
From the red zone now. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Brings up second and 8 at the Commanders' 10-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. To throw is Mayfield. Throws caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now lead by 10. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He's going to try another deep one here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Herbert. He's trying to go deep again. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Ravens have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from the 37. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Fits it through the middle. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That's brought in. It's his back. Rashard Smith. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for Washington. 1st down.
Herbert on 1st down. He's got Smith again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
In the motion man. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Chased out to his right. He finds Johnston. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. Offensive line fast.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Herbert to throw once more. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Yards on the play. That's another big Washington.
Hey, for the nigga that got stomped out by me, you be the last one to talk. You let somebody else talk.
Now Herbert again.
Hating ass
knocks
pick.
it free, incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here,
he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Teddy Buchanan.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a two-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize the defense and give them that swag when the defense is stopping.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good.
First down throw here. Mayfield hits his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Neal ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Ravens have the football, and more importantly, partner, a solid lead. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
180! Run, run, run. Hey, alert, 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 alert! Stop.
3rd and long for him here. Jump off, caught by his back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. Dodge.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Good. 180! What's up?
Baker now from the gun. Getting out to his left. The left side caught by Andrews. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
The 15-yard
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
180! Hurry, hurry! Stop!
Now an inside handoff to Miller. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you've got.
And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Ravens making a 3-score game in the 4th. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort there to keep it going and eventually pressure off left, and it's blocked. And he's grabbed down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Back to the air, Herbert. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going deep! So the heave knocked away from the intended targets, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
All set now, 1st and 10. Here's Miller. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Y'all got 4 people? Do y'all have 4 people? All right. Yes, I do.